countless amount of shots in the gym that you shoot. So like shots are gonna fall. So when they fall, it just feels really good. And then, like I said earlier, my teammates, I got the best teammates in the world. They're always gonna find you if you're rolling. So that's what they were able to do.
You were obviously the focus of every defense you played against in high school, double teams, triple teams. When you're out there with DJ, Justin, all these guys, do you feel like a little more free, a little more space to move around in?
Yeah, for sure. Especially Trey Mitchell, but hey Trey. But yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to guard them too. They're all really, really good players. They'll knock down a shot, and it's super fun too because if they guard you, you make them one more, and they make the shot. So it's really, really cool being able to do that.
What's it say about this team that any given night one of you guys can really go off and light it up?
Yeah, I mean, like Cal says, we're a bunch of basketball players. We can all pass, dribble, and shoot. And he tells us, he's like, some nights it may not be your night. The other players may be playing better, and you just got to go give them a hug and just let it be their night and be happy for them. And I think that's going to be a big thing all season because there's going to be dudes. We got 8 dudes that could go out and have a great night, and that's a good thing about this team.
Is that hard because you guys were all the leading scorer on your high school team? You're used to making all the points.
No, I think we're good at it. We're getting better every day of passing and cutting and just making the right play. And we're all really, really good friends, so we're all really happy for each other when everyone does good.
Are you one of those guys that knows when the first 1 or 2 go down that, okay, this is going to be a good night?
Yeah, they start feeling good after a little bit. But like I said, got to give all the credit to my teammates. They were able to break down the zone and get me an open 3. I didn't shoot any that were contested. They were all open because of Rob, DJ, Justin, Trey. All of them were able to get me wide open 3s.
Knowing you were going to play against that 2-3 zone, how much of an emphasis was there on passing, keeping the ball moving, not sticking at all coming into this one?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Just don't dribble, pass into the middle. Trey's a great passer. He's a great player. So having him in the middle of his zone is ridiculous. He makes some of the really, really good passes and really good reads. So being able to do that with him in the middle, it makes it really, really easy to play offense.
Does he ever catch you off guard? It seems like a couple of guys out there will have the no looks or behind the backs or that kind of stuff. Do you have to just pay extra attention when he's doing that?
Yeah, you do, because you never know. You never know what he's going to do. He'll be looking this way and then throw it to you in the corner. But that's a good thing about playing with Trey. He's always going to make the right play.
What did you guys learn about yourselves from that Kansas game and maybe after you watched the film?
Yeah, I mean, first thing we learned was we can play with anyone. And we just got to play together as a team and be more disciplined on the offensive and defensive end. And we came together after that game, and we had a good couple practices. The coaches did a good job of going over the game and then kind of forgetting the game and focusing on the game tonight. So we were able to kind of watch the film, think about it, talk about it, forget it, and then move on to the next game.
You were 2 points shy of your dad's career high tonight. You actually surpassed his career high in 3-pointers made in the game. How good does it feel to be able to hit these shots and put up those points this early in your career?
No, it's really cool. I didn't know that stat. I'll let him know about it when I see him later. But no, it's pretty cool, and like I keep saying, I wouldn't have any of these points if it wasn't for my teammates being able to get me open shots.
Obviously, your parents sit pretty close to the UK bench, pretty close to the court. Do you ever look over there during games, lock eyes, and any of that while the game's going on?
No, I never do. I try to just stay focused on the game and look at the coaches and just do what I need to do to win. I generally never look up and try and see what they're doing, what their reaction is or anything.
No timeouts, anything like that? No. Feels like you have some pretty strong chemistry with Rob off the bench. Just what is that kind of spark plug scoring that you guys both provide?
Yeah, it's just knowing what we have to do. We need to come in and just bring energy off the bench. But like tonight was our night, but like next game Monday, like I'm calling it now, DJ and Justin are going to have great games. They're going to come out and they're going to play well. They're both really, really good players, 2 of the best players in the world in my opinion. In practice, they're super hard to go against. They're just competitors. They're basketball players. But right now, me and Rob are clicking, like you said, and that's part of it. Like Cal's saying, like some people are going to have nights, and other people are going to have nights, and you just got to give them a high five and go along with it.
Is there a lot of chemistry across the board, like one guy to one guy? I mean, it seems like you guys, and maybe that's just the whole pass, shoot, dribble, knowing the game aspect, but it seems like there's a lot of that dynamic across the roster.
Yeah, everyone can, like you said, pass, dribble, shoot. It's really easy playing basketball that way when you make the right play, and we play that way in practice, so we're getting more and more comfortable with each other, knowing what everyone's going to do. So as we keep going into the season, it's going to be really, really fun.
You kind of talked about kind of managing expectations, and DJ and Justin had the weight of the world on their shoulders coming in, and whether they're going through a mental funk or whatever. Like, how do you as a teammate kind of help them through that and kind of just tell them to keep shooting and proving that they're the best players in the world, as you said? Yeah,
just building them up. Never just like today. I told Justin, I was like, just play, just have fun, smile, like enjoy it. Like I always tell him, I tell him and DJ, I'm like, you guys are the best players in the gym anywhere you go. Like just relax and just have fun. And they're going to end up having great seasons. They're not playing bad right now. They're just not making shots. They're doing a lot for us. They're helping us. They're helping us win and helping us score. And defensively, they're playing really good.
Yeah, they go shoot the open one, shoot the open one. If that top guy doesn't step up, shoot it in his face. Who cares? Because he got it going.
How much easier does it make it for you as a post player to have shooters around you?
Oh, it's great, especially somebody like me who can play. I could play that one-on-one on the post, or I could play out that double, play out the open man, and being able to kick it out and them knock down the shot, that just opens up the floor that much more.
Why do you think Reed and Rob seem to just connect really well and play really well together? Is that something that you've seen kind of progress over time so far?
I don't know if I can answer for that. It's definitely there. Like we all can see it, but I think it's just their ability to see the floor. I think they work really well together. They're both able to space the floor and make decisions and be that playmaker for us. And you can't overplay one or the other, because you're leaving a lethal weapon open if you do. So, I mean, those two played unbelievably tonight. I think they might have had, 14, 15 assists between the two of them?
45 points.
Yeah, like that's insane for them too. Like that's credit to them and how well they can see the floor and make plays. And there's not many teams that are gonna. Yeah, I think they're coming off the bench too. Like there's not many teams ready for that. Like this is insane.
Trey, a lot of people seem to not like playing against the zone in college basketball in recent years. It's kind of a struggle at times. Why do you guys seem to approach it so easily?
I think it's the dudes we have. We have all the weapons to beat a zone. We have people that can space the floor. We have people that can get in the middle of that zone and make plays. It's part of the game, It comes with the game. You have to be ready for every situation, and these dudes are talented enough to be ready for everything that is thrown at them.
You look really comfortable in the middle of that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the middle of the zone so many times. Like it's just kind of a natural thing for me at this point. I've seen it. I know where dudes are going to help from. I know who's going to be open in what spots, and that's just kind of part of understanding the game.
You said, the bench is so deep, a lot of teams aren't ready for that. You've played in a lot of college basketball games. What does it do to a team when the bench is that deep?
I think it wears them out. We have dudes that are coming off the bench ready to run, ready to go, and it's a constant flow. The speed of the game never slows down for us. We're always running, always moving, and the depth we have, it allows dudes to get rest, but it doesn't slow anything down at all. And we get into teams' legs, they're going to start missing shots that they were making in the first half, and it just kind of that gap just widens as time goes on.
We've seen Reed make an impact on the defensive end in a lot of these games, but to see him really light up the scoreboard tonight, Rob was saying he lights it up in practice. Is it fun to see him kind of translate out there? Oh yeah,
absolutely. I think Reed is completely deserving of a night like tonight. I mean, he works his tail end off every single day, and a dude that is as active on defense as he is deserves a night like this on offense too, because he's more than capable, as you can see. I mean, he puts the work in and he deserves it.
Is that hard for freshmen to really make an impact on both ends like that?
I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've been a freshman, so I'm not
Fair.
Sure. But I mean, these dudes have dog in them, and we have dudes that are more than capable. And I think that them competing with each other every single day, it's like you go out there and you've competed against the top talent in college basketball every day. So it's like when you go out there and you play against somebody else besides one of us, it's like, okay, like we're ready for this moment, you know.
Did you get a sense of the energy from the fans enjoying the way you guys are playing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's insane. Whenever that ball goes in, the whole place just lights up. Even defense, whatever it may be, like we do something positive out there, I feel like the place erupts almost every time.
You talked about the depth, but it's not just bodies. Like any given night, one of you guys can go and score 20 plus. What does that say about this team, and how are you guys able to do that?
I'd say that it's our ability to pass the ball, one, and get the ball to the open man, get it to the hot hand. But our depth is unbelievable. You know, we have a lot of talented players, and it can be anybody any given night. I mean, there's been multiple games this year. We had 4 or 5 dudes in double figures. It might have been more than that tonight. I'm not completely sure. I didn't look at the score sheet, but I mean, we put up over 100. You know, it's like when we get running and we get going, it's gonna be tough to beat.
Trey, you're always Mr. Cool. I mean, it doesn't matter. The game Tuesday night completely different than tonight, and yet your demeanor never changes. How does that play into your success?
I would say it plays into my ability to be present. You know, be in the moment, not get too high, not get too low. Understand that regardless of who we're up against, the game doesn't change. The game is the game. You know, and being able to understand that and understand that there's going to be times where teams go on runs, there's going to be time where teams make a bunch of shots, there's going to be times where we can't get the ball to go in the hoop. But at the end of the day, there are things we control: our hustle, our chasing after rebounds, our defense. There's things that are under our control that can impact the game. And you know, if you get too far down on yourself, you're going to take yourself that much farther out of the game. So that's something that I try to translate to these younger dudes while I'm out there, because you can see emotions and you can see how things can fluctuate, and I try to emphasize that to them, that being able to be even keel is going to make you that much better of a player.
So you feel like that's something you can convey to the younger guys, that it's not necessarily just a matter of experience over time. You can teach that.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I can tell them. I can't really teach them, but I mean, like, I'm gonna keep telling them until they figure it out. You know, like I'm constantly gonna be in their ear, letting them know. Like, I've had conversations at length with JB, Rob, like during practice, and you can tell sometimes that there's those moments, and it's like I get in their ear real quick before a coach gets to them, and it's just like being able to relate to them and be like, yo, like, I know they're screaming at you saying this, and this, but look at it this way, you know.